Guys, welcome to the anime tournament edition of the Cyberhype. We're your hosts, Toshi, Vasilis, and Adonis. What is poppin'?
We in here. What's goody?
What up?
We in this thing.
Howdy.
Guys. Howdy.
What's goody,
Howdy doody. What's good? How y'all living? Let us know in the chat. Throw that BCE in this thing, bro. What's good?
Get your ramen noodle in the chat. Whole packet, no seasoning.
We got Reanimated in the building on the restream.
Appreciate you, bro.
Hey. Yes, bro, it's gonna be crazy today. Y'all better get people in this thing. Ooh. Boy, what's good?
What's goody?
How are you guys, man? Let us know. What's your predictions? Let us know, man. So for those that are tuning in, obviously this is a little bit different than usual when it comes to the anime tournament. We are going to be doing live voting on here today.
Super live.
And there's going to be votes that take place also on Instagram and Twitter. V, can you give them a rundown on that real quick before we do anything else?
Break it down now.
So season 3 anime tournaments voting style will be live here on Twitch. When we open up the polls, it'll pop up on the screen. You'll be able to vote in the chat which one you want to win. During that time, we're going to leave the polls open. We're going to have some interactive content for you guys, and then we'll close the polls and then go on to our next round. So the votes here on Twitch count as a weighted 2 points. But if you weren't able to make it here and you're catching the show later on a different platform, you can still vote on Twitter and Instagram, each worth 1 point each. So that can tie up if you somehow lose during the Twitch stream. If we end up getting a tie, we'll do a live poll at the beginning of the very next stream before we start the next rounds. And that'll be the tiebreaker. So if you happen to lose the vote during the live stream, you still have a chance. So make sure that you go over to Twitter and Instagram to get those extra votes.
Might have a chance.
So don't miss out, guys.
Don't do that to yourselves, guys.
We do have 2 guests here today.
Uh-oh.
We're going to bring them here in just a minute. BC in the chat. We're going to get going with Cyberbyte's trademark. We will update you guys with the random news that we just happen to find that's going on. So in the past few days, we just found out that Twitch Prime, it's dead. It's gone.
Uh-oh.
It's gone.
What do you mean?
What? Nani?
It's over. Okay,
oh,
I'm just kidding. They just rebranded it to fit better with the Prime family. Okay, because you know how you have Prime Video. You know I love Prime Video. I watched The Expanse on Prime Video.
Ooh,
guys should watch it. They need another season. All right. Okay. So I have Prime Music, and now Prime Gaming, because Twitch is only gaming, and that's all Twitch is. I just feel it kind of undermines everyone that doesn't game on Twitch, but hey, that's what it is now. Everything's still the same. They just renamed it. So
true.
If you guys have a Twitch Prime, you know what to do.
Yes.
In other news, Indonesian Mount Sinabung erupted on Monday for the second time in a few days.
Wait,
that's kind of scary.
Back to back?
Kind of scary.
Whoa.
You know, like 2 days later, I think, or before, it just erupted. And then there was another massive eruption.
Wow.
No injuries were reported at the time that I saw this story, but kind of crazy, you know. Positive thoughts for those people down in Indonesia.
Yo,
TikTok.
That's gotta be a crazy scenario, though, to be honest.
Absolutely.
What?
Absolutely. TikTok came out with this statement that they're going after the Trump administration. They're suing. They said, nah, you're trying to shut us down. This is America. Capitalism will prevail. So as soon as I think August 11th, so today, they're going to be pursuing that with a lawsuit. So still in flux what's going to happen with TikTok. So the entertainment's still here, at least until September. So enjoy it while it lasts, I guess.
Or enjoy Instagram.
Yeah, that too, because it's pretty much the same thing now. But not really. The most expensive COVID-19 mask has been made. It's worth $1.5 million.
But why?
It's 18 karat white gold and has 3,600 diamonds all over it.
Bruh, I'm telling you right now.
That's insane, bro.
Why, bro?
Yo, because
I feel like that has to be like in the UAE or something, bro.
Bling,
they're
bling.
just
You gotta
rich
be
and they're
the-
like, why not?
Why not? Hey, give me $1 million mask. Cool.
Oh my God. Shia LaBeouf, you guys remember that guy?
Yes.
Shia
Shy is that guy.
reportedly being considered to play
Uh-oh.
the role of Iceman in the MCU.
Oh my God, horrible.
Bruh.
Fucking Iceman of all people.
Iceman,
I'm
bro.
sorry.
Come on, bro. Out of all,
I'm sorry.
All the,
He's such
Okay.
a fucking amazing actor. Y'all giving him Iceman.
Yeah, bro.
But maybe he needs a comeback like Robert Downey did.
I hope so.
Oh man. It could be. This could be it. Maybe Iceman becomes like the guy. Maybe they write him that way. Who knows?
I did fuck with Iceman. I definitely fuck with him, but as like I just know Shia is a fire actor, so I feel
Nice.
like he could play
Yeah,
somebody way more epic than
Got potential.
fucking Iceman. Yeah, man.
for sure. Lastly, some sad news, and for Sony fans, some great news because you guys like to see the failures of Microsoft and Xbox. Halo Infinite.
Uh-oh.
It's been delayed until 2021. It's no longer going to be the launch title. So take it off the plate. It's no longer part of your decision making when it comes to Xbox Series X or S, which was leaked. And
Which is so
Damn.
crazy. Bro,
PS5.
as soon as I saw that, I was like, that's gonna hurt them so bad. Here's my question. Here's my question. Do you believe the statement that they put out that it had to do with COVID? Because I
No.
don't believe that shit.
They've been
at
working
all.
on the game for 5 years.
Bro, I really believe it's like
It wasn't
y'all-
ready 6
y'all
months
wasn't-
ago.
Y'all
Like they
wasn't,
knew that.
Y'all didn't like what y'all saw. All right, so we need to.
They got a lot of negative feedback.
They got a lot,
and they
of
reacted.
negative
This is
feedback.
how they reacted to it.
But see,
Yeah.
I think that's the part though. To me, it's like just be genuine. Be like, fucking. If Universal can be like, you know what? Yeah, guys, we fucked up on Sonic. Let's look.
Yeah.
We heard you. We hear you. Let's upgrade this shit. Do it right, and it turned
Make
out
it
great.
better.
But don't fucking try to be like, oh, we know due to COVID, and like, nigga, shut up. I don't want to hear that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
So when it comes to this console, I mean, it's not really a war anymore. I feel like Microsoft isn't trying to play that game anymore. I feel like they're just trying to go like the digital route and make their the overheads are a lot better over there. Anyways, the margins are better than trying to make a console. But I think that this is kind of like solidified even more that they're obviously going to sell way more consoles. But now people are thinking that they're going to double their numbers in sale, which is kind of scary to think about.
Real quick though, Not Circ in the chat said the story behind the development is terrible. They restarted the game like 2 or 3 times. They had to change. They said and switch game engines. So there may be a little bit more to it.
Yeah, there always is.
But
In BioWare's case, they just didn't have a game until like a month before they launched it. Rest in peace, Anthem.
Oh man,
R.I.P.
You'll never be missed.
You'll never be missed because you never had it.
Yeah.
Where the heck?
That
But
was
that's
such a-
it for today's Cyber Bites. Let us know what you guys think about it in the chat.
Cyber.
What is your guys' favorite topic today so far?
Saber.
What rung your bell, Toshi? What tickled your nipples?
Tickle
Nah,
my
my
nipples.
My nipples out of it.
Tickle my pickles. I mean, majority of it is okay. I'm kind of upset about the Halo situation because I'm a Halo fan. So,
Yeah, you that guy.
So, I mean, but there's nothing I can do. So, hey.
Okay, so how
Just
do you
gotta
feel about them delaying it so it's going to be a better experience, though? Kind of like how Cyberpunk was.
I do. I'll accept that as long as it's better.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? As long as it comes out and it's better than what we've seen. Because if that's not the case, then I'm done with Halo. It's over.
Dang.
Our
So you're
relationship is
done.
done.
That's it.
Kicking Halo to the curb.
You had your last chance.
I got my Master Chief up here. Y'all can't see him, but got a Master Chief big ass figurine too. And yeah, the Chief ain't pulling through this one, and I'm sorry. Gotta let you go, buddy. Had some good times, but you know what? Hopefully they get it right. That's all I can say.
Yeah. So without further ado, let's get this anime tournament started. So Adonis, who are we bringing in today?
Guys, you already know what it is, man. These are like they're low key resident.
I was about to say resident
tournament.
Come on,
hosts now, bro. Their opinions are loved by many. You know what I'm saying? And I love it. They're super well versed, cultured for sure.
BCE
Make sure you
in the
BCE the chat right now. We got Sherm and Gumby coming back to the stream for the anime tournament, and we in this thing. What's good, guys?
What's goody?
What's wavy?
They back at it. Let's go.
Welcome to the show.
BC. Ooh.
What's up,
man? Bro,
oh man.
Chilling, man. Chilling. How are y'all?
Sleepy, but excited.
Blessed.
I'm feeling pretty cracked right now.
Cracked.
You're cracked?
Yeah.
Cracked.
I don't know how to take
back at it like a crack addict.
Hey, yo.
Oh, shit.
I'm weak.
It'd be like that sometimes.
Oh, fuck.
Hey, not me. Not me.
Yeah, sure. Guys.
Today's gonna be interesting, man. I'm excited. So real quick, Gumby Sherm, when you heard about what the anime tournament was based on this time, and you saw the brackets, how you feeling right now? What's good? What's going through the mind right now? What's going through the head right now? How y'all feeling about it?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm just a little I was curious how it was gonna pan out with the rivals thing, man. And then I saw Ichigo and grimmjow there. I was a little confused because I was like, I don't remember them like. I mean, they had their like little spat back and forth every once in a while. Like I think they only clashed like 2 or 3 times, but outside of that, when I hear rival, I think of like people that are friends that are like have a mutual goal in mind to achieve something. So I'm definitely curious to see how that discussion about those two is gonna go. So
trust, I agree. There's a lot of other opinions about them two being rivals, and I'm just like,
yeah, that's a super strong opinion.
It's crazy.
I'm
so
like,
we don't see though.
All right, well, if that's what y'all think, cool.
Yeah.
But I'm in agreement with you. Gumby, how you feeling, man?
Man, I am really getting into this roster right now, and this is good. This is good. I really appreciate the Ash situation, though. Ash and Gary,
right? Right?
Yo, so everybody just know that these aren't obviously like, we're not talking about the best. We're not talking about, we're talking about the most memorable here, and we're just giving these 8 specifically. This isn't all the 8 rivals. This ain't the only 8 rivals in all of anime, guys. We're only talking about these specifics, okay? We know that there's a lot more out there.
Right.
But specifically, we're just trying to figure out which one's the most memorable out of these 8. Remember that, because I know a lot of suggestions come through. What about Zoro and Sanji? We know there's more rivals. There's more rivals than just 8. We know there is. So we just can't. We're only doing 8 right now, guys. So just remember that.
Also, I'm actually surprised that like somehow DBZ and Naruto didn't like end up on the same bracket. Like the tournaments have been like that, but like now they're separate. So I feel like they're gonna make waves. We'll see though.
Okay.
So I want to ask y'all real quick before we get into it, the obvious wild card on the bracket.
You want to talk about that?
The obvious wild card on the bracket, the Aang and Zuko. How y'all feeling?
I mean, I think that's good. I mean, Avatar was a part of a lot of people's childhoods. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I feel like that is very memorable. I mean, technically it's not anime, but the anime community has adopted this anime. So I'm all for it, man.
Yo,
I ain't mad.
I agree. Gumby, what you feeling?
All I gotta say. Sorry, Gumby, you go.
I appreciate you, man. I think Avatar, it's not strictly speaking anime, but with them taking directly from certain styles of fighting and culture just to make it a situation. It basically has all the kind of steps you need to be anime, other than the Japanese animation part, which Taiki is the most important part. But still, I think it's worth it. I think it's like climbed enough in the ranks to be like there, you know.
Got you.
Respect. It's got respect, man.
It does.
Respect it.
It's
always
always a conversation of, is Avatar an anime? Like, for it to be considered the question, we were like,
Right.
let's just throw it in here, because it may piss a lot of people off, but I feel like a lot of people be like, you know what, we'll respect it for this discussion. We'll respect it for this discussion.
Right.
But V, what do you want to do, bro? What's the next up, my guy?
Let's go into our first matchup.
Bracket. Ooh. Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, right.
Games begin.
All right.
First matchup: Goku and Vegeta
Mm.
versus Midoriya and Bakugo.
Woo.
Bruh.
Okay, new school versus the old school.
Cause you's an
Right.
old fool. Who's so cool.
Right.
Which one is the most memorable? Now, who wants to start this off?
I don't know. Y'all let me know.
Ooh. Hey,
It's on get fine. No, I'm playing.
hey, Gumby, go ahead and kick this thing, bro. Go ahead and kick it. How you
Let's
feeling?
see. Well, we all know DVC is classic.
Yeah.
We all know. Well, let me not say we all know, but we all know that the rivalry between Goku and Vegeta is legendary. I think one of the facts that one, Goku's role in DBZ was just to be OP. Like, that's what it was. You know what I'm saying? Vegeta's role was to be the fallen prince, but who honestly never really fell. It was just a mental thing, because like every time he needs to step up, he does. Like, they constantly, like, I think their rivalry is dope, and I think it's pure.
Mm.
And I think that's what makes it for me personally, that's what makes it one that is above the rest. It's not something that, like, it's not a revenge rivalry or some other stuff, which is still lit, but these two guys, like, at the end of the day, they high key need each other, and with each other they're soaring past, you know what I'm saying, they're soaring past higher heights. And then of course, you know, the later models of that, such as My Hero, came around. So, you know, it is what it is.
Okay.
Mm.
I see you.
Okay.
Sherm, any anecdotes you would like to add, my guy?
Wait, before Sherm goes, can you pull the polls up?
Uh-oh.
Oh,
So
you
that
want
one?
to pull them up? Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
just so everyone can see on screen.
Okay. He's pulling up the polls right now, bro. Right about now.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's lit. Oh, y'all
So-
really getting off today, huh?
Oh, man.
All right. So
Oh,
based off of what
dang.
Gumby's saying right now, and your first thoughts, if you feel like you're ready to vote, go ahead and type your vote in the chat. But if you want to wait for a second. Let Sherm speak his piece. Let the man speak if you're not ready to vote yet. If you're still sitting on the fence,
I think they're
let's
ready.
see what
bro.
this man has to say.
I think they're ready. So I don't have too much to add, man. I mean, I feel like this is a little bit unfair to My Hero, man, because My Hero, I mean, I'm sure that Midoriya and Bakugo will develop a great rivalry over time. I feel like the gap between those two is significantly smaller than it is between Goku and Vegeta. However, I do see it being a situation where it does end up being a Goku / Vegeta size gap, in the sense where Midoriya's power is going to significantly supersede Bakugo's. The most he can do is explosions. He can make things blow up out of his hand. That's it. I mean, maybe he'll adapt and get, you know, explosions out of his feet or something. I don't know. But as of right now, his options are limited. You know what I'm saying? Whereas I don't know if anyone reads the manga, but Midoriya's powers are gonna just keep on growing and you know, just blowing stuff out the water, man. So I mean, the exponential growth he's gonna receive is not even gonna be a rivalry at that point. Goku and Vegeta, they are literally the oldest rivalry in this list. Literally, like, I mean, from the manga to the anime. I mean, this goes back to the 80s. You know what I'm saying? Like late 80s. So really, that's the most memorable one. Everybody grew up on Dragon Ball Z. You know what I'm saying? Everybody. I don't care who you are. Chances are your introduction to anime 9 times out of 10, especially if you were a black kid growing up, it was Dragon Ball Z. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just what it was. So I don't know, man. I'm gonna go with Dragon Ball Z. I'm gonna go with Goku and Vegeta over Midoriya and Bakugo, just based off the simple fact that, you know what I'm saying, they're just way more memorable, way more iconic, man. I mean, they got the fusion dance, you know what I'm saying? They got all types of stuff going on. They got Vegito, they got Gogeta, you know, they got, you know, they team up and fight against other villains, you know, fight against Majin Buu. I mean, it's crazy, man. So I'm gonna go with Goku. I'm gonna go ahead and drop a 1 down in the chat and place my vote.
Yep.
Hey.
All right.
I like it.
He's committed.
Sure. Dope feature, by the way. I like that.
He has committed.
Yo, Toshi Adonis, what are your thoughts on this one?
One thing from go ahead.
No, go ahead. Do you?
I mean, I know who you vote for. Nah. One thing for me is what I do like a lot about Midoriya and Bakugo is that their rivalry comes from childhood. So to me, they have more of a true rivalry more than Goku and Vegeta, to be honest. I feel like their rivalry is more truer just because they grew up together and they actually kind of got to tussle from before Midoriya had powers, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was getting bullied, but he still had that oomph of like, bro, I still want to be as great as you, bro. Like, I'm still like, even though you beating me up, bro, what is it called? Kachan? He's like, bro, like, you're still whooping me, but guess what? I don't have no powers, but I still want to be great with you. So for me, like that, to me, that's such a strong, to me, that rivalry bond right there is a different level than the Goku Vegeta situation, where Vegeta is just Prince of all Saiyans and this guy is stronger than me. I got to be stronger than him. And then eventually, obviously, it grows into more than that. But that's how it started off. You know what I'm saying? Like, they didn't even know each other until obviously Vegeta got to Earth. You know what I'm saying? And saw, oh shit, there's another Saiyan on this planet. Like, what the fuck? Like, so for me, like that, like you said, I know it's just at early stages for sure, because we haven't gotten to see it super duper flourish. But me personally, I think that their rivalry is going to be a lot stronger than Goku and Vegeta's, just because like I said, their rivalry runs deeper than just we have Saiyan blood. It's like they're not even related, and like that's just he was getting bullied by him, bro. It wasn't even like, you know what I'm saying? But Midoriya was still trying to keep up and still trying to do his thing. So I think Midoriya, you know what I'm saying? So I think their rivalry, to be honest, is more memorable than Goku and Vegeta's.
Okay.
Can I add something, man? So Goku and Vegeta's rivalry transcends them. It even goes into their children with Goten and Trunks. So it's true.
But I'm saying that's after the fact. I'm for sure it goes into that because they have kids. I'm pretty sure when Midoriya and Bakugo have kids, they kids gonna be at each other's necks. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm pretty sure they're gonna be rivalry tough too, because you know, like it's still in the bloodline. Bakugo's still a dickhead. So you know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, I know his kid might grow up as you know, come on, we know that, like father, like son. Like it kind of it's gonna run in the bloodline, you know what I'm saying? You see it in Trunks and Goten. Trunks is a fucking dickhead. You know what I'm saying? So I get that the rival will go, so that's why I don't have no doubts that the rivalry, I just think that their rivalry is stronger because that it started at a younger age. Other than grown-ass men seeing each other and fighting and being like, oh shit, you're saying, I'm saying too. Oh well, let's see who's the strongest. Cool.
So who are you taking? Who are you taking?
Oh man.
Like I said, with the information we got so far, like I said, it's the early stages. It's still a young anime, so we can't really we don't know the development. It's still developing. The rivalry is still developing. So obviously most memorable is Goku and Vegeta. That's gonna take the dub. For sure.
Donis, who are you taking?
I'm taking Goku and Vegeta.
Okay.
Next.
I don't even have enough to say.
Next. There's nothing to say. I don't want to regurgitate what everybody's already said.
Yeah.
Goku and Vegeta is taking this for me. As much as I like Deku and Bakugo's relationship, and I agree with everything Toshi is saying, but it's too early to call. I think
It's
too early to
just
call.
early.
It's too early
I
to
agree.
call. But you know,
All right. While that poll is simmering, the slackers, you guys need to vote. All right. We're gonna go to another section here called the hype seat. Someone like the hot seat. There's rapid fire questions. Our guests are gonna have to answer them as fast as possible. The first thing that pops into your head, Gumby. This round, it's all you. You're in the hype seat. Are you ready? Are you ready?
Am ready. Let's get it.
All right. First color that comes to mind when you think about toes.
Green.
Which butt cheek is your least favorite, left or right?
Left.
Describe tacos in 3 words.
Mexican, delicious, affordable.
Out of Toshi and Adonis, who has the bigger forehead?
Ooh.
that's a good one. Yeah, we both got some. We got some size there, bro.
You gotta be quick.
I love how this nigga pulled his shit back.
All right.
What's the roll?
What's 5 plus 5?
10.
How does the word ointment make you feel?
Fine.
Have you ever farted and lied about it?
Of course, yes. Definitely.
On a scale of 7 to 34, how bad is your body odor?
At times it can be like a 16.
That's well over 10. Fill in the blank. I haven't had any blank today.
Ice cream.
Toilet paper or wipes?
Toilet paper.
Yes, thank you, Booty. Who is the best starter Pokemon?
Yeah.
Charmander.
All day.
Last but not least, how do you like your coffee?
A lot of cream, even more sugar.
Ooh.
That's the wrong answer. I mean, no.
I was like, is it coffee? You like coffee with your cream?
Yeah.
So you like milk?
I'm not a coffee fan.
I mean, I'm not
Just
really a fan of milk. Like, I just want like my coffee because like you can put creamer in it, and creamer's delicious. And I can't just outright drink creamer. I can, but I just put it.
I can't.
Try it.
I have, but it's like
What kind of creamer though? What kind of creamer?
Oh man, so many choices. You can go to 7-Eleven to get the anything French vanilla. High key.
Okay.
What's it called? There's the I can see it, but I can't. There's like the Cinnabon on the
I know which one you're talking about. Is it
that one?
the French cream?
Yes, the French cream.
Ooh, okay.
If you want to put some in it, the Irish cream. Ooh, oh my goodness. Let me tell you. Irish cream in the morning with that little ice cream kick. It's crazy.
Hello, ice cream kick.
There's yeah, I mostly like the smoother vanilla size. I think I've had like a caramel or something, but it has to be like the Starbucks caramel thing that you get from like Target. You know, it's like the white shell looking situation. It's like $12. I'm like, all right, it's worth it. I'm getting in there.
Okay. That was
Word. Dope. Well, thank you for participating in the hype seat.
Yes,
Much
man.
obliged.
Chat, give my boy some BCE energy in this thing, bro.
Yeah.
You see that chat, bro.
All right. This poll is closing in 3,
Oh,
2, 1. You're done. Okay.
No one.
And the winner is
By a long.
By a long.
Of course.
long.
Respectably.
We got Goku
Respectably.
Vegeta with the win right
Respectably.
now on stream. But things can change because after the stream is done, we're going to have some things go over on our Cyberhype Instagram where you guys can vote and also over on Twitch, on Twitter.
Correct.
So don't miss it. You have 2 other chances to potentially tie.
You can still tie it, guys. If you get both of those votes in and they both
Or
win.
potentially blow out.
Or it could be a blowout. So,
Oh, yeah. I mean, it already is a blowout.
Yeah.
You still have a chance for redemption.
Kind of close.
So all you My Hero fans, if y'all feel.
Yeah, you better stand
Y'all better hit
together.
your-
Get it? Stand together.
That's so ugly. So ugly.
I see what y'all did. I see what y'all did just now. Sorry.
But our next matchup.
Man.
Are we ready?
We ready.
Moving along. We got for the next rivals Ichigo and Grimmjow. Or Ash and Gary. Versus. Now, some of y'all might be saying, Ash and Gary.
They had a solid rivalry.
Bro.
Come on now.
Them boys were petty. What? You know, like first of all, in the animated show alone, you know how many times Gary pulled up on Ash at the right moment?
Bro.
Come on, bro. Like I'll talk about on site, and all you heard was dun, dun, dun. It was on site, bro. It was on site, bro.
It was on site every time. You're right though. Non-stop.
Bro. This shit was crazy, bro. I feel like, all right, go. I mean, look, Sherm, you lead this one, bro.
On me? Shit.
What you feeling on this one?
Mine is gonna be very quick. Because I do not feel Ichigo and Grimmjow are rivals, and I do not even remember Gary from Pokemon. I barely watch Pokemon like that. I ain't gonna lie. I played the game more than anything. So I honestly don't even remember when Gary popped up in Pokemon. Like I said, I didn't really watch it in order. I watched the movies. I watched Pokemon when it would come on every once in a while. But as far as following the series, I never followed it. I know it deviated. Like Ash was no longer the main character, and they had like some red guy or something like. I don't remember, but I would just give it to them by default because I don't even feel like Ichigo and Grimmjow are even rivals. So yeah, there's that.
Yo, respect. Gumby, how you feeling about that, bro?
Well, to be completely fair and honest, I've only seen like the battles and fights from Ichigo and Grimmjow, so I don't have like any context for it. I mean, I know like, you know, the hollows and the Espada and everything, but like as far as like how deep it goes, I really couldn't say. But the fights were dope. As far as Ash and Gary, once again, classic. If you did watch the Pokemon show back in the day, Gary, he didn't show up as much as other characters, but when he did, like you knew what it was, and it was always like on site. But at the end of the day, Gary was like the long lost rival because for the people who don't know, they pretty much both started their situation around the same time. And this, I mean, Gary was like he went before Ash, but around the same time. So like in his age range, and then was it not Gary who had the Raichu at one point?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
I
don't know if Raichu was that somebody else.
That was somebody else. I think I mean,
Lieutenant Surge had Raichu.
Yeah, Lieutenant Surge had Raichu. But I think what I remember, and I could be incorrect because it's been a while since I watched it, but
Lieutenant
I believe
Surge, yes.
I believe the first episode was Ash woke up late. He woke up late to get to select his Pokemon. So he got there and the only Pokemon left was Pikachu. So he was like, what the fuck? So Gary had already had ability to pick his Pokemon and all that. So I think it was that scenario. So he was already late to begin with. He's like, God damn it. So I think, yeah. If my memory serves me correctly, it could possibly be completely
100%. 100%.
Yeah, I feel like in the animated series, he was always like trying to catch up to Gary.
Yeah.
Like Gary was always like one step ahead of him. And he was like, damn, Gary's been here already? Shit. Right. He was like, God damn, like this motherfucker got this badge already. I need to catch up. You know what I'm saying? Right. What? Gary's already in the, the tournament, like doing this and that. He's like, damn, he's behind. And Ash was always a little bit behind, but that was a goal of his was to like, yo, I gotta beat Gary. Like I gotta get up there to beat Gary.
Master.
Right. They both was trying to be masters at it. So yeah, like that whole situation. Yeah, I think this rivalry is crazy. Yeah. Me personally, like I said, I don't know much about Grimmjow and Ichigo either. So that's where you two come into play.
You two. I wouldn't say that's a true rivalry. I feel like Ichigo doesn't have any actual rivals. for the entire series. It's like, I think there's rivals in arcs or people that he chases in arcs, but there's not really like a solid person that's there from beginning to end.
Yeah.
Would you consider Renji would be that? Because Renji's kind of there from the first part. When
Renji was like, I guess he's like, but Renji was fodder like immediately after that arc. So it's kind of like he was kind of like, I mean, like 5 episodes.
So I mean, because like he started out with him, right? Where he was like, you ain't shit, and he was like, how the fuck you this strong? And then
and he lost, and then they fought in society,
right?
And then as soon as like Ichigo got Bankai, it was like, okay, bye. Like, you were never a competition ever again.
Yeah,
more of an Naruto and Kiba type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, all right, you got Naruto and you got Kiba. He's barking up the tree, but Naruto's up here. He's not even paying no attention to him. I mean, if you could make a case for anybody to be his rival, I would say homeboy is Quincy. I can't remember his name on top of my head, but you could, I guess, try to make a case for that. But they were never really like in competition. It was just more so like banter between the two. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know.
I think Renji probably would be the closest, just because they became friends after and they weren't trying to kill each other. But Grimmjow was just like trying to kill Ichigo the whole time.
Yeah,
that's all he wanted to do. Like that was, he just hated him for some reason. He just wanted to kill him.
Wasn't over Rukia
though. Well, he was trying to save Orihime. And that was like the main motive because Aizen abducted her.
Right.
But
Aizen, you definitely know Aizen.
My man Straw Hat.
So
I wanted to see Paul versus Gary. I don't know who the fuck Paul is, but all right.
Oh! In the Pokemon game, Gary had Eevee, yo. Gary had Eevee.
Yeah,
and Eevee is OP.
Eevee's out of line.
We could talk about it. Shoot. Next stream. I forgot about that. I was thinking about
Eevee.
Yo, because I had it on Game Boy and I was like, yo, what? Hold up. Because last time I played this, bro, you had a whole different Pokemon. What did it just evolve? I was upset. I didn't know as a kid. I didn't know. I was upset.
Yeah. So what's the stipulation around this rivalry of Ichigo and Grimmjow? Because honestly, they were on every rivalry list.
Yeah, it is.
It's
bro.
For some reason,
every rivalry list.
Grimmjow is like a huge fan favorite. I don't even know. I don't even understand why.
Yeah.
And I was a huge fan. So,
hey man, they could be on whatever, list they want to be on. You know what I'm saying? But I still don't feel like that's even credible. Did the list even give reasons as to why they were rivals, or did they just have them up there like, oh yeah, these are our rivals? Like, because like they literally was on site. They was fighting every time. Grimmjow was beating Ichigo's ass the first time. Second time they fought, they were pretty much even, and then Ichigo ended up winning. I'm like, so how is the rivalry? Like they literally had 2 or 3 exchanges, and that was that. So I don't see them as rivals at all.
That was it.
I honestly don't see them either. Like that was the thing when I saw it, because I was like. I feel like people are gonna be on what happened to Ichigo and Grimmjow, and I'm like, you know what? Let's just put them on here so we can kind of shut this whole thing down. Like, I just don't, I don't understand it, because I mean, I was like, they're not after the same thing at all. They're just enemies. So I'm trying to figure out why are they rivals to people, and I think that's the thing too, where. You have anime fans that consider rivalries, but they don't know the definition of what a rivalry is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Sense. And it's like, oh, well, they're rivals. Like, no, they're against each other. They're enemies. They're
would have been a good one. I can't remember. It's been so long since I've seen it, but the 2 main characters from Samurai Champloo, I think they would have been perfect for rivals. You know what I'm saying? Provided they try to kill each other first, but they ended up becoming rivals. You know what I'm saying? And shit like I feel like that would have been a dope one.
Yeah, there's a whole nother top 8 we can make.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure of anime rivals. There's a lot of
Yugi and Kiba. Yeah, that's true.
Yugi and Kiba is a big one as well. But like I said, we decided to go with these 8 to cause a little controversy.
but yeah, we're gonna leave these polls open just for a few more moments, guys. Right now we're gonna go to a quick ad break. If you guys are already subbed, you're not gonna see the ad, but everybody else, we'll be back in about 30 seconds. And we're going to close these polls and then move along to our next round of battles.
Vote, vote.
Yeah, that right there. I feel like, yeah, it's literally just I think internet and people that don't really understand.
They just hyped up on two people battling each other. They're going off of like battles. Like,
right. Oh, he was stronger than him, and now he had to level up to beat him, and it's like that's just an opponent. That's not.
That's it.
Right. That's like saying Goku and Frieza are rivals.
Right.
Exactly.
Gotcha. It's like, nah, they fight all the time, but they're not
fight
rivals.
all the time. All the time, bro.
Because people say a lot of people are saying Zoro and Sanji as rivals, and I'm like, I don't see them as rivals either, because I'm like, they don't go after the same goal. They have two completely different goals, and they're both on the same crew, and they're both like right and left hand man. They're like, so it's like, what are y'all talking about? Like, they're not fighting against each other to be the best or anything like that. It's just interesting what people think. The very best. Come on,
all right, guys.
Most iconic intro.
So the polls are going to be closing in 3, 2, 1. You're done.
Done,
we are finished, and it was a landslide.
Where is it?
Landslide. If you were somehow upset with this with this decision, you still have a chance. All right.
Still
go on to Instagram, go on to Twitter. Links are in the about section. Make sure after the show's over, you go vote on those. You have a chance to redeem yourself in the next show.
Facts.
All right. For those of you that were there, that had to sit through that ad, just to let you guys know, if you have a Prime Gaming membership, you have a free sub every month. Want to skip those abs? No, don't skip the abs. Skip the ads. Use your Prime membership here on this channel. It's free. Just connect your Amazon Prime and your Twitch account. And you get that every single month. Go ahead and do that, or give it to one of your favorite streamers. These two guys here probably stream as well, so you might want to check them out as well. So that's all I'm gonna say. Let's get our next
Toe 92 with the new subscription.
Ooh,
with the Twitch Prime.
Let's go.
Congrats.
Ooh,
that's my boy.
I mean, Prime Gaming.
Hey, Prime Gaming.
What up?
Welcome to the family. Welcome to CyberSpace.
Cyberhype.
So next matchup.
Let's get into our next matchup.
Oof.
Yeah. Okay. This is a oof. All right, guys.
This is a oof.
This is a oof. Oof in the chat. We need a oof. We need an oof emote.
Oof. I know we do need an oof emote. We definitely need like a custom pog for sure.
Oh fuck.
All right, so we have
I
don't this next one.
Don't want to post it, but
for our next one, we have Naruto and Sasuke and Asta and Yuno versus this guys.
Oof. I mean,
right with the oof in here.
I don't know how I feel about this. Guys, what are you thinking right now?
Look, man. Look at Sherm. It's like, look, I don't know.
I feel like that's where Sherm going. I feel like Sherm sitting there like, is this really a competition?
If y'all want me to start, I can start.
Go ahead, Sherm. Lay it out.
If you're gonna do it to him, just do it to him.
You mean to tell me
Sherm Kage.
The reskins of Naruto is up against Naruto and Sasuke? No, they are clones of Naruto and Sasuke. All right, let's be very clear about this. Let me be very clear. Asta and Yuno are clones of Naruto and Sasuke. Black Clover is literally Naruto, but with magic instead of ninjas.
Wizard Naruto, thank you.
Literally the difference between the two. Okay?
I love it.
So Naruto and Sasuke, but it's not even a question. And plus, obviously, to be fair to Black Clover is newer anime, but the rivalry between Naruto and Sasuke is way greater. Like, let's not even do this, y'all. Like, come on, man. Y'all know the vibes, man. Y'all know the vibes. I hated the Black Clover. I love Black Clover too. I like Black Clover. Right. Don't get twisted. But they're a copy, bro. They're a Naruto clone, man. Come on, man. You can't. knock the fact that this is the original we talking about here, man. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Naruto and Sasuke. Absolutely, man.
I love this right now.
Nobody
I love this
for Asa. There should be 100% right now, like legit.
Oof. We got Gale DX with the Twitch Prime. Appreciate you, bro.
Prime Gaming.
Let's go. It still says Twitch Prime on here, but you know, I don't think they've changed it internally yet.
On mine, it says just subscribe with Prime.
Oh, does it? Mine says subscribe with Twitch Prime. But Prime. What's that from? Let me know if y'all know where that's from in the chat. If you know what that's from, 1,000,000 points to you. Gumby, it almost seems like you second that whole situation right there, bruh.
I mean, yeah. I mean, well, I'm gonna start with a yes.
Well, yes.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate you. No, yeah, Naruto. Between the two of them, you can see in the picture itself. Like, let's not play games. But Asta and Yuno's story are from Black Clover is still being written, still being told. So I mean, of course, that's kind of hard to compare the two. But even if you put Naruto in like his kid form, I think because first of all, because it's so close, like the stories are like not so much so similar, but the structure is so similar. It's hard for me to not see the story within the story, which is Naruto. Okay. But outside of that, I feel like the ninja way as opposed to the wizard way, and in no means am I taking away from the wizard way, seems like a harder fought battle because at some point it's physical and it's mental, you know what I'm saying? So that like plus their own like, where's your father? Where am I from? My whole family's dead situation, like, you know what I'm saying? And then them having to like go for that same situation, like I think it builds like unless Black Clover is gonna start getting like more and more adult and not some or more like mature in a sense throughout the series, then I don't really know. It's not a bad anime whatsoever, though. Just in this particular bracket, I'm gonna have to go with OG Uzumaki.
Okay.
Okay. Bars. Okay.
What y'all feeling, Tosh? What you doing? What you thinking?
I mean, they're pretty the most similar stories for sure. They both Naruto and Sasuke kind of met up in school. Asta and Yuno in the church. So and same situation. Asta has been. It's crazy because it's really similar to Midoriya and Bakugo. I feel.
I agree.
It's so similar to Midoriya and Bakugo. Asta had no powers, y'all. Right. He was born into a world of powers with no powers, and still trained his ass off trying to beat the people with powers, trying to figure it out, and eventually, somehow, some way, end up getting powers and using those to his advantage on top of his physical strengths, which made him extra strong, extra OP. And I mean, their rivalry runs deep as well. Even though Yuno is a quieter character, Yuno still lets Asta know you're not the one. You know what I'm saying? And he's still giving that smack down from time to time and keeps it pushing. But obviously, Naruto Sasuke, once Naruto saw Sasuke, we know the flashbacks of when he first seen him. It was like, yo, you're going to be my friend. And then, oh no, I'm going to be better than you. And then obviously all the crazy shit. No, now I got to go find my friend. And now that shit it runs deep for sure. It runs deep. So most memorable, definitely Sasuke and Naruto is definitely going to take this. Asta and still need some more development for sure. Something crazy has to happen between them. And I don't think that has happened yet. You know what I'm saying? Even with Midoriya and Bakugo, like there hasn't been a moment where everyone's like, oh my God, like I can't believe the one or the other. You know what I'm saying? Like Sasuke, like Vegeta, Goku, it was like Vegeta's like almost, he's evil. He just want to kill motherfuckers type of shit. And then Sasuke obviously turned to the dark side at the same time. And it was like what the fuck is going on? So we haven't had that with any of the other characters. Bakugo, I thought Bakugo was going that way because of his character.
Right.
I was like, oh shit, he's about to, he might be evil.
Right.
And then he's turned out to be cool. And I was like, oh, damn. And then same with the Yuno situation, you know, the most recent thing we seen, you know, in the anime with the fairies taking over and shit. Now, is it fairies? Yeah. No, it was fairies. Right. Yeah. And
well, elves technically, but yeah.
Yeah. Elves. Yeah. Yeah. But that was like the closest thing you've seen to like, you know, and then even at that time, he was still strong enough to like overcome it. And you're like, oh, well, I wish he would have really went dark and just kind of like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? That would have made it, I feel like, a little more like, I need to save my friend, you know what I'm saying? And it didn't work out that way. So the most memorable for sure, Sasuke and Naruto for sure.
V, how you feeling, bro?
For this one, it's kind of easy to me. Sherm said it great. I always felt like that Asta Yuno relationship was just almost a carbon copy with how they with who they are. So for me, it's kind of easy. If we're just going with memorable, Sasuke and Naruto. Yeah. I can't find any solid debate for myself that would convince me otherwise currently.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with the Naruto and Sasuke. The only thing I'm gonna say is I don't agree with the idea that it's a ripoff of Naruto and Sasuke though. I don't see a connection at all, actually. I actually see more of a connection with what Toshi was saying with the Midoriya and Bakugo situation. I think primarily it's just, you know, obviously if you have two characters that are opposition, cool, but I feel like as far as like their stories, I feel like they're just so different. I feel like they're more different than alike. Primarily because of what Toshi was saying. Like, my man's had no power. None. Naruto has chakra. He doesn't have a family, right? I think those are the only things that I feel that are similar. Like, oh, they have no family, right? Naruto was hated. Asta was like, oh, he's just obnoxious, but like nobody was like, oh, we fucking hate this motherfucker. Like, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it didn't feel like he had a chip on his shoulder against the world. Like I feel like the characters themselves are so different. I feel like people see things like, I feel like it's a mix between My Hero Academia and Bleach. That's how when I see that show, it's what it feels like to me. They got the squads. You got set like, that feels like the whole squad shit and the captains and shit with Bleach. They got, you know, the whole power situation. Some of these motherfuckers got some kind of spirit things going on. I was like, okay, it reminds me of Bleach in that scenario. But then it feels like My Hero when it comes to Bakugo and what's his name in Deku, because of their relationship. Yuno is like this crazy genius that has magic ability. You're like, okay, where's the motherfucker from? You don't know where none of these motherfuckers are from yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, they got this whole elf shit that's going on. Like, oh, you're a descendant of this motherfucker. Like, I don't know. I don't personally see the copy of them personally, but I agree that I feel like the better rivalry when as far as memorable, like as far as like how like, oh shit, like there's just so much more weight in the Naruto Sasuke scenario. Like they're like even early on in the show, like you're like, oh shit, like you could tell. I think I even said that in my reactions, like, yo, like this actually feels like a rivalry. Like they feel like even when they were doing the training, doing the whole like the training up the tree and shit, trying to walk up the tree, like, no, fuck it, I'm here all night, like I'm putting in this work, I'm gonna beat you, and like they were always at each other, always like trying to one up each other. So I thought that was dope. And then like those moments of them trying to, you know, they kind of have to work together. Like obviously the Zabuza situation, like off the cuff, like, all right, let's come up with this crazy plan, like right off the cuff. Like there was just dope moments where you had them working together, you had them opposing each other, and then to Toshi's point, the whole like, damn, were you just dipping on us like this? Like what the fuck? Like I feel like there's definitely stuff there where I feel like theirs is just light years away when it comes to memorable and impact for sure.
Yeah. I mean, when it comes to, and the reason why I said that they are almost identical in a sense, like, so look at it like this. So yeah, obviously, you know, we're no strangers to knowing that animes draw inspiration from other animes. They've been doing it for decades. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now, when I'm saying it's very similar and almost identical in the sense, Naruto and Asa, they're both orphans. You know, obviously we know what happened with Naruto's parents. We don't know what happened with Asa's parents yet. Both orphans, both loud and obnoxious, both have a demon, both were complete fodder prior to having access to that demon's powers. You know what I'm saying? That's literally verbatim a copy. You know, calm, cool, collected. Sasuke, calm, cool, collected. Obviously, Sasuke's background is a little darker, more tainted than Yuno's, but that's still being developed in the manga right now with Yuno as well. So we don't know all.
Question: in the manga for Asta, do we figure out what's going on with the demon yet? Because it seems like the demon's inside the actual sword, not inside of him.
No, the demon is inside of the grimoire. So
the grimoire, right?
Yeah,
right.
So the grimoire is that of the demons, and then when he calls upon the grimoire, he's able to speak to the demon. We saw this one when he was like unconscious, and the demon took over his body, and was allowing him to do certain things and stuff like that. But we don't know the extent of that yet. But a lot of these things are very similar. You know what I'm saying with the contract, like Asa gets to a point where he talks to the demons like, "Hey, help me, give me power." Naruto, "Hey, help me, give me power, demon." You know what I'm saying? Same concept. I mean, obviously there's things like I said that are different because they're drawing inspiration from, but I do feel like it is heavily inspired by Naruto in the sense like they have the tournament arc, which all shonens have for the most part, but they have the tournament arc. They have
that's the shonen trope.
Yeah, and not only that, but Asa's whole thing, I want to be the Wizard King. What was Naruto's whole thing? I want to be Hokage. Literally, I want to be the best of the best. And this is your main character saying this.
Yeah, so I mean, to be fair though, that's a lot of shonen things though. Like One Piece, Luffy wants to be, the Pirate King. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's a rinse, wash, repeat. But it's just ironic that this main character happens to be complete fodder in the beginning of the show. He happens to have a demon residing in him, just like Naruto does. You know what I'm saying? And not only that, but his power takes some leaps and bounds above everybody else because Asa is literally the counter to every single person because everybody uses magic. He has anti-magic. So if you use magic of any kind, he can beat you. You know what I'm saying? So the same thing with Naruto, like the 9-tailed 5, but with Naruto it's more of a challenge because with the chakra system, the way it's set up, you got Naruto fighting against people that have chakras that are greater than 9-tails at certain points or the power that he can tap into at least. You know what I'm saying? So you don't really see. I mean, that's one thing that Black Clover does have is, the main character is obviously more OP than, everybody else because he literally has a counter for everybody. But for me, I still feel like it's very, very similar to Naruto in those aspects. So, yeah. But
Gumby, did you have a point you wanted to make?
Yeah, I was gonna say in the low key in the defense of Black Clover and a lot of shonen anime, a lot of shonen anime gets the idea of having like two rival characters with usually like blonde or star typed hair, and then like black hair or like a smoother situation because it's based on like the old there's an old how can I say, I want to say in Japanese. Yeah, old folklore and Japanese mythology between like two gods that like goes all the way back. And of course in Naruto they speak about like one example would be how in Naruto they speak about the sons of the Sage of the Sixth Path. Yeah, like those two. And so that concept is not only a concept in the show, but like an actual Japanese folklore, like that concept, and Indian folklore as well. That concept is used and passed around to do shows and movies and stuff because it falls under the same principles with the certain characters, how they look, what they represent in a cultural sense before an animated sense, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So like a lot of these shows are like if they seem similar, it's not like accidental or not just because it's being modeled after Naruto. It's like also there are gods that are like this and that like that one's like really fiery and one's more reserved and tacticianish or tactful or as a tactician, like this is like a thing, you know what I'm saying? I think Ashura was like the god and the other one was Indra. Yeah, Ashura, Indra. And so like, yeah, and that's just like one example of how that same situation passes through different folklore. So
yeah, no, definitely for sure. Absolutely.
Nice. So I'm gonna give that to Naruto.
Who the hell put 2?
Yeah. So the polls are up, guys, if you didn't notice. Or if you don't have your screen up and you're just listening. So the polls are open. While the polls are open up on the screen, we're going to leave that up for a few moments. And Sherm, it's your turn in the hype seat.
I hate
it is your turn.
Let's do it, man.
It is your
quick
turn.
feet.
So remember, in the hype seat, it's rapid fire questions or phrases, and you have to answer the first thing that comes to your head. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right.
Here we go.
Vanilla or chocolate?
Vanilla.
One person that you would want to be stranded on an island with?
Beyonce.
Ooh.
What color is your toothbrush?
Black.
Did you use it today?
Yes.
First thing you notice about the opposite sex?
Face.
3 words that describe your belly button.
Any round belly button.
I love it.
Those were 3 words. Those were 3 words.
Would you rock a bowl cut for 99 cents?
I don't even have enough hair for that, so no.
Weak.
What do you have against bowl cuts?
Nothing. They're dope, especially for Broccoli and Guy. Yeah, you already know about.
Yeah.
Spell hexadermathrine bromide.
HEXADERMA. What is it? Dermathrine.
Mm-hmm.
THRINE. And what's the last part?
Bromide.
BROMIDE.
That was, you literally got it. You mixed up 2 letters, but you got it. You pretty much got it.
nice.
It's hard.
Let's
it's hard to
go.
do off the
Shit.
top of your head when it's a word that long.
Yeah,
I
I was
got
trying
it.
to
Go.
say
You're
it at the same time.
You're good. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Would you say poop is more like stew or soup?
Depends on what you ate. It could be both.
Facts.
Oh, good answer. Good answer.
Facts.
Good answer.
That's
Favorite social media
smooth.
platform?
Instagram.
All right.
Mm.
And that concludes
Facebook. I lied.
the hype seat. The Facebook.
I'm wild on Facebook, man.
Facebook's got it all.
I'll be
Hey,
wild.
I would have said Twitch and plug my Twitch, but
Hey, yo.
Yo,
Nah.
chat, give it up for Sherm and the hype
give it up
seat.
for Sherm.
BCE for
BCE
Sherm.
in the chat. BCE.
Oh,
Give
my
it
bad.
up.
Bro, my man.
Okage Sherman this thing.
Yes, sir.
Sherman is 6 the
Wild ass
fucking
question.
6-pack.
From the 6 pass, yeah.
Mhm.
Bruh.
Wait, while we're here, can I just pique the interest of Bakugo and Midoriya versus Asta and Yuno?
Okay.
I would.
Okay.
That would be better. Honestly, that would have
Okay.
been a better matchup. For
Okay.
Sure.
Okay.
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 Who's
You know-
more memorable?
Can we get a losers bracket?
Losers
Right,
bracket.
like
Losers
bracket. It's
I
lit.
mean, who do you think out of those 2 would be a better situation?
That's tough. I just said it because it looked like a good fight.
Yeah, I would go with Asa and Yuno though. I would go with Midoriya and Bakugo because both of them have. Well, no, because they both have the same main goal, which is
That's
to
what
be
I'm-
the number 1 hero or the
Yeah.
Wizard King. So
Yeah.
that's a tough one. That's a tough one.
It's tough. They both started off as kids. One
Yeah.
had powers, one didn't.
Uh-huh.
It's the same. It's almost literally almost the same
It's literally the
situation.
same, just about. Yeah.
It's and we've had about the same amount of time with both of them too. So
Facts.
Mhm.
that one's like
Yeah, man, that's a tough one, bro.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
no.
a tough one.
Okay,
Most
well,
memorable?
who's been through the who's had the most traumatic situation?
Asa and Yuno. I
Okay.
would say because they were both orphans, so they both grew up with each other. They had to rely on each other, to
Right.
be each other's support system, and they both developed the same goal. And especially the manga. I mean, right now the manga in My Hero Academia is climaxing, in my opinion.
Mm.
And same thing with Black Clover. It's also climaxing there as well. So we're seeing
Amen.
the tide shift as far as like their
Mm.
trials and tribulations they have to face. So I don't know. It's definitely a tough one though, for sure.
Hey man, at least my guy Asta had the brawn, you know what I'm saying, to handle his powers. Because when Midoriya got his shit, he
Bro.
kept breaking everything. So he
Right.
was going through it, bro. Imagine
Right.
the pain you had to go through to learn
Right.
how to use your powers. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
That was kind of crazy. That also is kind of crazy.
Bro, I remember when Toshi had told me about My Hero Academia. He's like, "You got to watch My Hero." I was like, "What?" And this is when the first season had just started. He's like, "Bro, there's this character. He has no powers, and then he gets powers, and every time he uses it, he breaks his arm." I was like, "What?" That's how Toshi
Damn.
explained My Hero Academia to me. He's like, every time he uses his power, he breaks his bones. I'm like, what
You're
kind
like,
of
what?
what kind of anime is this? Like, what is going on? That was Toji's explanation of My Hero Academia when it had first came out. Like, it was airing weekly, and he was like, "You got to watch this thing." I was like,
that's all I knew at the time.
Yeah.
That's all I knew. I was just like, bro, he can't do anything but break his shit trying to fight. Like, I don't know what else he can do.
I was like, "Yo, that's crazy." He's like, he has the strongest power, but
bad.
every time he uses it, he hurts himself. I'm like, all right.
That's a crazy burden. Would you do that? Why would you accept having the strongest power in the entire world, and then but just knowing every time you use it, you had to sacrifice your body? Would you take it?
Yeah. If it was part of the learning process, for sure. What?
I mean, but to be honest though, like you wouldn't know that until you got it. He didn't know that he was gonna break his arm until he fucking did.
That's absolutely right. Yeah, that's absolutely right.
Well, also, but he understood at least the magnitude of the power he was going to have, in the sense of like, I'll be able to look like this and move like that. Like, if you just got power off the cuff and then had to figure out not to like do anything more than a sneeze, like then I think that would be like terrifying, you know. But like if you had like he technically had a guide there, you know, to a fault.
Okay. If you knew that you were going to get your powers from your hero, which is a grown-ass man, you got to eat his hair, would you eat it? I'm just saying. That was the weirdest. I think that was one of the weirdest things in the entire shit. I was like, what do you mean eat your hair, bro? Like, what? That's a little weird. It's a little creepy.
Right here, like, here, man, take this.
Hey, man, if I could do half the stuff that all I could do, then damn right I eat that hair. Shit.
Okay,
like,
there it is.
Listen.
All right, so let's go ahead and wrap up these polls. Make sure you have your vote in.
Close.
Make sure you have your vote in. Serious votes only. All right.
Put two just to troll. Yo, come on, come on, bro.
What's the serious votes only? All right.
Get out of here. Stuff. He's trying to give him a chance, man. Give him a chance. Give him a chance.
Remember, if
yo,
give him a chance.
I'm out here tweaking. I'm baffled right now. Anime betrayals right here, boy.
What the haberdashery and hemoglobin is going on here?
I need to do a tournament on anime betrayals and have this moment right here.
Somebody clip it. Do you remember this episode of the Cyberhype?
Oh,
the worst
man.
betrayal in anime history.
Betrayal in anime.
Yeah, Naruto and Sasuke is the most memorable. I say, you know.
Right. Oh, I fat fingered my bad.
V, you on the countdown?
Yeah, let's go. Get your votes in. 3, 2, 1. Polls are closed. Get them out of here.
I feel like that's gonna change.
Nothing else we can do.
Bro, that was a smack, bro. 87%.
If you missed out on voting and you want to try to get a comeback, your best shot is to go to Instagram and Twitter after this stream. Try to get your redemption votes in. If you somehow get back, we'll stream again on the next show. Do another live vote. That's the redemption vote. Okay. You have a chance. It's slim, but it's still a chance.
Slim.
Let's move on to our next battle of the day. We have probably the two scariest people if they were real.
If they were real, yes. Yeah, look, Sherman had to turn around for that. If they was the real deal. Crazy. Oh, I see it.
Light and L. And Aang and Zuko versus
oh my god. Who wants to start this?
Who y'all taking? Most memorable. Who y'all take? And first of all, if you're here in the chat and you're just now getting here, we don't want to see any. That's not anime. Shut up. Who you got? Who you got?
Man. Jeez.
I don't even want to talk much on this one. I'm just gonna say that Death Note is in my top 10 anime, as well.
On too.
As well as Airbender. Just saying.
Nani?
I watched Airbender 3 times. I watched Death Note once.
Oh.
Well,
Oof.
See where you're going with this.
Oof. Oof. These are fighting words right now, bro.
Dang.
These are fighting words right now.
Just saying. Just saying. That's all I'm gonna say. That's it.
Dang.
They got 3-1 for me.
Who won next?
He said based on the number of times I've seen it.
Oh man.
That was enough.
Most memorable for me, for sure.
Y'all mind if I tap in? Then I'll go
Tap
next.
in.
Yeah,
Right.
get in there.
So let me ask y'all what y'all think I'm gonna go with, man. Let me ask y'all that.
Oh, this is a good one.
Why would you do that? Why would you do that?
What would Sherm vote? Which way?
What would Sherm vote for?
He said, which way y'all think
That's
I'm
a whole
going?
nother poll.
What would Sherm do?
I would expect you to go L and Light,
Mhm.
but I feel like you're gonna do a Aang and Zuko on us.
Okay.
I feel like you're just gonna pop a squat on us. Just do it.
Just do it. In a hard pose. So listen, man. I'm here for shock and awe, all right? You know, I was thinking Aang and Zuko first, but I just realized they're not even rivals, bro. I'm gonna tell y'all why. All right. So I also have watched the Avatar quite a bit as well, especially since it came back to Netflix. I was like, yeah, let me go ahead and watch it again. I already know what's gonna happen. Let me watch it again. So Aang and Zuko started off obviously Zuko's tried to capture Aang so he could, reclaim his honor with his father, this, that, a third. Cool. He spent the whole show basically trying to capture Aang until the last book where he was like, all right, Aang, I'm about to change my ways. I'm going to teach you how to be a firebender, this, that, a third. There was never any competition between the two for anything. Not over Korra, not over power, not over position. It was always mutual progression forward. And it was more of a quid pro quo thing. It's like, I'm going to help you defeat my father. Once you defeat my father, I'm going to take over the Fire Nation and rule it the way it should be ruled. You know what I'm saying? There was never really anything to compete over or attain. Whereas on the inverse, you have Light and L, where Light is trying to kill L and L is trying to unravel Light as Hera. So, right. So they're going back and forth in a mental game of chess. And it's like, oh, okay, I see you did that. But in doing that, you just revealed this about yourself. So, and it was always, tit for tat between them all the time, typical rival, tendencies. Provided Light did want to kill him throughout the whole anime, but he was also having fun with it at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So I would give them a case of a more memorable rivalry, than Aang and Zuko, because there is no rivalry there. It's just two people in, situations to save the world and better the world. And they're trying to work to attain that, mutual goal. So they're working together, not trying to outdo one another, opposed to Light and L. They're trying to outdo one another and trying to put the other person in checkmate. So yeah, it's L and Light for me, man.
Hey,
what if we
you
did
have
like Zuko and Azula, according to the chat?
I mean, Zuko and Azula, that'd be a better case, low key, because they were both competing for their father's, acceptance and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So,
both of them wanted a throne.
Tosh, how you feel about that, man? How you feeling?
I didn't say who I was voting for, did I? I just told y'all what I watched. See, people assume because I watched Avatar 3 times means something. I'm just saying. See, you can't assume which way I'm voting because I watched one more than the other.
I am weak.
I didn't say Avatar was higher than Death Note in my top 10.
They said Cabbage Man and Society are better rivals.
Oh, nah.
Hey, Gumby, how you feeling, bro?
Yeah.
Let's see. I really respect the Death Note rivalry. I won't lie. Not recently. What is it? Maybe like 2 months ago, I watched the key episodes again just to see how the anime went.
Mm-hmm.
And L played a big part in Light's development over the later portion of the story. So I think he was necessary for sure. He needed to be there. as for Aang and Zuko, I think because it was like he was the Avatar, and it was a generational thing. Like Zuko's grandfather and their father had like beef with the last Avatar. Now he and this current Avatar are like, you know, having to figure it out together. I think like the rivalry in my mind, as far as like the two of them go, is like the connection and how it was always so strong between them in a sense. Whether it was on a positive or negative stance. I think that connection, like it flows so well between them, and of course, I mean, it's the way the show is written. I get it, but I think it was dope. So between like, if I considered that a rivalry, I think it would be really close. But I think at the end, the fact that they finally do come together, and then of course when it goes into Korra, like what Zuko explains about who Aang was in his later life. I think it really turns out that like Aang really did his job as the Avatar to not only be a friend to him, but you know what I'm saying, like hope, you know what I'm saying, to him as well in his later years. So I would go for the Avatar and Zuko.
So 18G said Adonis versus his sleep schedule. Oh shit.
Yikes.
Okay. I respect that. So you think you're going what? L light?
Me?
Yeah.
No. I'm doing Zuko and Aang.
Oh, you're going Aang Zuko. Oh shit.
Yeah.
All right.
Ooh.
We got Aang Zuko, and we got a vote for sure for Aang Zuko. We got a vote for sure for Light and L. Tosh, have you decided yet?
I've been decided.
Oh,
I just told y'all which animes I watched more.
He ain't gonna tell us. He's just gonna put the comment down. Oh man,
we're gonna put it under the alias. The backup Twitch.
Right. If you see Neck Anonymous on there, that's Toshi.
Might be.
So my vote is gonna have to go towards Aang and Zuko. Mainly because I didn't really like watching Death Note. I forced myself to watch it a while back. And I'm not going to argue if something's right or wrong on these. So I'm just going to vote for Aang and Zuko. Because I can't argue those points. So
no contest.
So that's just what I'm voting for.
Ayo, I feel like
let me down, Adonis. Come on, man.
I feel like based on what the actual definition of rivalry is, it's going to be Ellen Light.
Sure.
As far as memorable. The impact that you have with Aang and Zuko is dope, like their relationship, but as a rivalry, I don't know. I don't think as a rivalry they had that to the level that I would expect from rivals. Like I feel like have they had moments? Maybe. But as if you're talking about a consistent rivalry, I don't know. I feel like Ellen Light even though they weren't after the same thing, their motive was the same. And I feel like it was like, I have to one up you. Like they're literally going back and forth like, nope, I'm going to prove you. And like, nope, you're not. Yes, I am. No, you're not. Like it was almost like it just felt like they were always doing this until obviously one lost. But
that's fair.
I don't know. I feel like in the sense of that, I feel like Ellen Light is gonna take my vote. I think that's gonna be my vote.
Yes,
is
sir.
on Ellen Light.
Yes, sir.
On that one.
My God.
Sure.
I'm not on my own with this one.
But we starting that poll right now, so I want to know what y'all feel in the chat.
Let's do it. To it.
Aang and Zuko's already in there.
Boom.
Oh, let's switch real quick. Oh, it's bad. The battle is real. Oh shit,
bro. Don't play me, bro.
Oh,
Get off
shit.
me, bro. Get off me, bro. Aang and Zuko, bro.
This is
Get off me,
going.
bro.
Wow.
Get off
This
me.
shit going right now.
Get
Let's
off
go.
me.
What is happening?
Where we at?
Come on, man.
Yeah.
What is happening?
Oh, chill.
Like,
Aang
this
and
is
Zuko
like
is
Bitcoin.
coming up
Crazy.
right now. Yo, chill. Chill. Bro, with the surpass right now, bro. This is a race.
Oh,
Crazy.
let's
This
go.
is a race.
Someone clip
right
this.
now.
Someone clip this. Oh my
Yo,
goodness.
if y'all ain't
Let's
clipping
go.
this, y'all missed this.
50,
Oh
50
my.
oh shit.
Let's
This
go.
is
Bro,
crazy.
that is close. That is
Yo.
close.
Oh man.
Yo,
What the
this
hell
is
is
crazy
going
right
on
now.
here?
Bro, I was not expecting this at all. At all.
That's how it is. That's how it happens.
Bro.
I love how we always have one unexpected one. We always do. It's always
we
one.
always
like,
do.
What?
Facts.
Yo,
Facts.
this is close. This is very close. While this is running, we're going to take another quick break, guys. 30 seconds. For those of you that aren't subbed currently, we'll be right back in 30 seconds. If you are subbed, you guys will just be chilling here with us. And we're going to come back and conclude these polls. So go vote. Vote.
Vote.
Chat.
Vote.
Vote. Yeah, this shit.
Oof,
I can't
someone
believe
said
this,
Ryle versus Torfin.
bro. Shut up.
Who?
I said most hated characters. Fucking Tower of God,
Oh,
Rachel
Yep.
versus Torfin from Vinland Saga. Who do I
I'm
hate?
weak.
Who do I hate the most? Because I hate them
Who do you
both.
hate the most? Oh, okay.
I hate them both.
I ain't hate Thorfinn, man. I
hated
feel where he was
Thorfinn.
coming from, man. I feel where he's coming from, man.
Man, fuck that little kid.
I
I still don't like that. I still don't like that, bro.
Like him, bro.
I never, bro. When he
Oh my
I
God.
didn't like him,
Get
and then
off
he
my
did
couch.
nothing to make me like him. The whole episode, the whole season, I was like, he didn't do anything to make me like him. He did
You gonna
nothing.
like him in season 2, bro. Watch.
All right. I think I might start reading that.
Oh no, it's a phenomenal manga, bro. I definitely recommend it. I definitely.
Okay.
Bro, that
Okay.
shit. Somebody had asked us on the stream, like, yo, do you think Vinland Saga will make a good show? And I was like,
Excuse me.
no. Like, somebody was like, do you think Vinland Saga will make a good show? Like Vinland Saga, like an
live
actual
action?
live action. And I
Live
was,
action.
they're like, do you think it'd be like one of the goats? And I was like, no, because it's not unique as a show. It's unique
Yeah, there's a lot
because
of
it's an
Viking
anime.
shows.
But there's a
Mhm.
lot of Viking type of shows, like
Bro, I'm watching
medieval-
Vikings right now.
Right.
Have y'all seen this TV show Vikings on Amazon Prime?
I haven't peeked it. No.
I've
Prime
seen a few
Video?
episodes.
I
Bro,
have not.
that's it. It just hit top 5.
Oh shit.
Top 5 for
Word.
me. It just hit top 5 for me, bro. The shit that's happening in it is on next level shit, and the acting is so high. The acting is so high, and it's on
got
some
you
crazy
lifted?
shit. It's bruh. It's you got me lifted.
Yeah. So what's your top 5 then?
Ooh.
Top 5. I gotta go with Game of Thrones is my number 1.
Okay.
Okay.
Excluding season 8.
Yeah, for sure. But I mean, as a complete, I'm talking about a complete series. A complete
Facts.
series. Game of Thrones is number 1. Breaking Bad is number 2.
Mhm.
Ozark is number 3.
Oh my god. Ozark is lit.
Ozark is
Ozark
crazy.
It's lit. I've only seen season 3 and it's lit.
Ozark.
Ooh.
What?
What?
But you
Yeah.
skipped 2,
Bro, you're gonna love it more. Go
Holy
watch.
I know.
Go watch the
shit.
first. You're gonna
I've
love it
seen
even more.
I've seen like the first 3 episodes
Oh
of season
my
1 when
God.
it first came out, and then I like just didn't keep up with it. Next thing I know, it's season 3. I'm like, fuck it. So I watched season 3, and I'm just like, oh,
Bro,
boy.
nah, you're not even
Oh,
attached.
boy.
That's
Oh, no.
crazy.
People have given me context. I've had some
Yeah, yeah.
context.
Okay,
but
okay,
overall,
okay.
you know, I do want to
Bruh.
go back and watch it. Ozark's wild.
Ozark,
Ozark's
that-
wild.
it bumped to that level when I
Laundering.
watched season 3. I was like, oh yeah, Ozark's up there. And then honestly, I'm gonna put Vikings at number 4 and Walking Dead at number 5.
Okay.
Word. Mm.
Respect the list. I like it.
like
Yeah.
pre-season 6 Walking Dead.
Yeah.
I mean, I just love post-apocalyptic shit, so
I do too.
I still respected it.
Oh,
For
when
what
you
it-
go, what
for
they
what
did to
it
Glenn,
was.
bro. I knew it was coming, but I was just like,
come on, bro.
I can't watch this.
We all knew it was coming,
Bruh,
but
spoilers.
Yeah.
Hey yo.
But
I'm just playing.
True.
Okay.
oh.
I was about to say like this kind of old.
Bro, I
like that.
stopped watching
Going
Walking Dead
point.
after season 4. I was over it.
Oh, man.
Question,
They get
because
pushed
I'm
on.
always curious. I'm always curious because I want to know what people didn't like about season 8 of Game of Thrones.
It's 6, right? It wasn't 8. I think I said 8 by accident. It was 6, right? Season 6 was the last season for Game of Thrones.
8.
No, it's
It was 8.
Was it 8?
Yeah.
It was 8.
Yeah.
Because season 7 was popping.
It was. Oh shit!
I think that's why
Yeah.
it was just season 7 was so fire that when season 8 came around, everybody had an expectation for it to be better than season 7.
If I may,
the
only reason I don't agree is because they had time for season 8. According to what I went and researched, HBO gave them time, money, and resources. It was like, yo, pull up, make it saucy. But I think the author, he wanted to be able to finish the book, and he didn't want to take so much time on like doing the being there and being around for like the production direction or whatever. So they low key like I think like push through it or rush through it to like get everything together. So like basically, had they took the time, I feel like it would have taken way more time to finish, but we could have gotten the episodes we wanted, because like we had like one. I said like out of like what they have 8 episodes in the 8th season or something like that.
I think it was 6.
6. Okay. I want to say like out of those 6-7 episodes, there was like 2 or 3 episodes that I was like, yes, this was done right. That was done right. That's Game of Thrones. Because me personally, I started watching it in January of the year that the finale came out, and then it came out in April, May. So like that year basically, or like December, January that year, I just rushed through all of Game of Thrones, and I got just to the end just in time, and I'm just like, bro, what? This is what people waited like 12 years for, bro. I'm so sorry for y'all. I'm just getting here, so I'm Gucci. Like, yeah. I would have been upset, low key. I would have been like, yo.
So here's my question, and I asked it again because nobody answers the question, and I'm trying to. I just want answers.
Oh, my bad.
What about it did you not like?
So. For me, go ahead, Gumby. My bad.
Okay. I didn't like the fact that they the dragons for sure. I didn't like the fact that they just ended Khaleesi's reign like this. I appreciate the way they handled it, but like I'm like the Targaryens could have done so much more. Like I could have really let that loose, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like that kind of like didn't do it for me in that regard. The Starks and the castle and their home, I appreciate that fight. I think that was the one good thing that was done absolutely well. Like it was cool. The ending, it was a dope ending. I wish it was a little more of a fight, like in the garden or something. I don't know. Like, I wish it was a little more, But ultimately, the way it happened and the way it turned out, I feel like it was dope. I want to know more about the wall and the what's it called? What is it? Yeah, Castle like Black. The white, the Castle Black, the White Walkers, like everything on that side. I personally, I need more. That's what I really need. Like, if this is the end of Game of Thrones, I need more. That's not fair. You answer basically the majority of the questions of the families, and that's cool. But I need more. If they do this little prequel thing, and they pull up on it, okay, for sure. But if not, I don't like it. I need more, because that's upset, bro. You have like a whole possibility on this side that you're not touching because we're doing this. I'm like, but so what else? And then finally there was one that I really had battle the Cersei could have died in the worst way.
Yes,
they got off easy. Okay. They got off so equal. I was like when I tell you, like, I have not been upset at a television show programming in so long. I was like, bro, after all that she did, y'all let her just crumble, but get out of here, bro. I'm not like, okay. But other than that, season 8 was okay.
So for me, with season 8, the biggest thing for me, I liked the final battle at Winterfell between the humans and the White Walkers. That was super dope. I really enjoyed that.
Right.
I didn't mind the way the Night King went out with Arya. I kind of figured that he would have caught the sleight of hand that she did. You know what I'm saying? Because I figured, it's the Night King. He's a big badass. But nah, he got shanked in the ribs and, turned to dust. He bit the dust. So did all his people. But the major thing I did not like was the ending, because they ended it where Bronn was the king of the whole realms, you know what I'm saying? And then they were like, okay, well, because they had the Unsullied were occupying the capital, and they were like, okay, well, since Jon Snow killed, I can't remember her name for the life of me right now. Someone help me out, please.
Daenerys.
Daenerys, yes. So since he killed Daenerys, we don't want him. We need him to be exiled. So Bronn was like, okay, I'll exile him to the wall. These motherfuckers left the capital. So why do you have to exile Jon Snow? You just did Jon Snow dirty, and you knew these motherfuckers was leaving because you have foresight. So you know everything's gonna happen. So why would you do this? I don't understand. You know what I'm saying? Now, unless it was for some foresight where it's like, okay, Jon Snow is gonna go beyond the wall and he's gonna, you know, fill the void or the rift between the wildlings and, you know, humankind here. I don't know, but I was not happy with the way it ended, man. It all seemed so rushed. I feel like if they would have spread it out across more episodes, they would have been able to tell the story a lot better and add some more details in that or add more closure in that we possibly didn't get. So that's just me though.
Yeah, because I always ask the question because I feel it's one of those shows that a lot of people are attached to, right? Yeah. And I think, and I talk about storytelling a lot because I'm in that space so fucking often now. And I think there's a difference between when something is trash or when something is like not written well, or you don't like the decisions that were made. There are two different distinct differences between those two.
Absolutely.
To your point, at the end, the last one you made, I agree 1,000%. Because all the information was there.
Right.
All the information was there in that last season. Everything is explained. Why things happen. The problem is it needed to be 10 episodes.
Yes.
That's the problem. It's not the fact that, oh, it wasn't there. All the information is there. I watched this thing like 4 times. I was like, what are people so upset about? Like, I'm confused. Like, people are upset about Cersei. And I'm like, well, that's explained in previous seasons. I'm not Cersei, Daenerys, as far as her actions. I'm like, she's been crazy this entire time.
That bitch was crazy.
And she had nobody around her to tell her, yo, you're being crazy right now. Because every person that was telling her that is dead. So that's gone. Right. So there was just things where I'm like, all right, the whole Bran becoming who he is, that is explained. The whole situation with Jon, I get that too. But the whole part was, we're gonna shut this whole motherfucker down. We're gonna fuck everybody up unless you move either you kill him or get them the fuck out of here. So I think if they wanted peace in the whole situation, we got to move this motherfucker out. So to me, that explanation was fine. But the time that it took, it needed more time. Like there needed time for people to digest events that had happened. There was no time to digest things from Winterfell to them getting ready to go into the castle. People, you know what I'm saying? Like there was so many things that were happening. It was like on top of each other. So I feel like there was a lot there. But the majority of the time that I get people like, I'm like, why didn't you like it? And it's always decisions that were made. But every time I'm like, oh, the last season was trash. I'm like, what was trash about it? Was it the music? No. Was it the production? No. Was it the cinematography? No. Was it the acting? No. Well, then what the fuck was it? I'm confused. Like, what was bad about the season? And it's always decisions. Right. It's always decisions. But I agree 1,000% wholeheartedly. The pacing was terrible. It needed to be 10 episodes. It was too fast. It was too fast.
That was my biggest gripe. Too fast. And just like I said, just the decisions that were made. So I do agree. It is a very decision-based thing as to why I personally did not like it. Aside from the pacing, obviously. But like I said, and even when they're like, okay, we're going to exile Jon Snow, immediately after he said that, the Unsullied, the main people that had a problem with Jon Snow, left. Yep. They left the capital. They were completely gone. So I'm like, okay, so why did he have to stay exiled again?
Because I mean, that's honor. That's their code there. They're like, look, we're gonna say we're gonna do this. We got to move them out. Because as soon as they found out, like, oh, bro, you know what's crazy is they had no telephones or nothing, but for whatever reason, motherfuckers would find out about shit. Oh, I heard such and such is doing this now. Like, what the fuck? Like, y'all find out everything from crows. Like, for whatever reason, information travels. So it would have been hilarious though if that shit happened. And they were like, what is that?
Someone said Adonis and Sherm are true rivals. Oh man.
Yeah, that's comedy, bro. That's comedy.
But yeah, no, I mean, I think it was well written though, definitely. I just didn't agree with certain decisions. That's all.
Yeah, I think the pacing was pretty bad for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
But AV, I think we got to do a countdown, bro. I think we knew it from 10 because there's a delay. There's a delay on the countdown for the end of the poll, so I want to make sure that people know we're closing this bitch
It's closing.
Closing.
I mean, not even
Countdown.
The countdown's
guys
about
ready?
to begin. You guys ready? Here we go.
Make sure you put your vote in. All right. In 3, 2, 1. Close that bitch.
Oh,
Close
Toshi,
it.
my God, yes. My man, Toshi.
Man, come on, man. Hey, that's like that,
Wow.
Yes,
bro.
sir.
When I saw that shit, that was the most epic shit in anime I've seen.
Yo,
He says,
it's
"Shut up,
done.
man."
That shit was memorable as
bro.
fuck.
That was close, bro. That was
Hey,
close.
that was crazy.
53% Ellen Light.
That was crazy.
53%, bro. That shit
Uh-oh.
right there.
Just know it's not over.
It's not over.
Almost
Hey,
had him.
It's not over.
It's
not
not
over,
over.
guys.
Look, guys, this is probably the best. This one will probably get a redemption next time. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Looks like it could. So if you are not happy with the outcome of that vote, be sure to check out Instagram and Twitter after the show to get your extra votes in. If it happens to win both of those, it can come back for redemption in the next show before we start the next rounds.
Facts.
But that's on you guys.
Oof.
If you really want that vote, go get it.
Yes.
You really want that vote?
Go ahead and
Go
cast
get
my
that
votes
thing. Go get that
That
thing,
part.
bro. They're live right now, by the way, on Instagram at the Cyberhype. So make sure you guys go over there and cast your vote just to make sure. You got to solidify some things. So the votes that just landed here on live stream, whoever won on stream today already got 2 points. So
2 points.
Yeah, man.
Instagram
I'm
votes a
saying,
point, Twitch votes, Twitter votes a point. So
that was the very first vote.
Go
For every vote.
vote.
yeah. So right now we got Vegeta and Goku moving on to the next round. Or I mean that went on the stream.
Live,
We got,
2 points.
Ash and Gary
2
with
points.
with the 2 points. We got Naruto and Sasuke with 2 points,
Ooh.
and Ellen Light with 2 points.
Mm.
So the early lead right now, but hey man, anything can happen. Anything
Anything is
happen.
possible.
Anything.
If you're
Kevin
drinking
Garnett.
Henny, anything is possible.
I hate you.
Bum, 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 bum.
Right.
Mm.
Right. Oh my god. But yeah, man, this is exciting. So here's my final question, I guess, for everybody, for us right now is
Final.
who do you think could take this motherfucker?
Hey,
Who do
man.
you think could take the entire
The
thing?
whole thing.
So who do you think
Who's
could take the
coming
whole
out on
thing,
top?
and who do you think could sneak it? Like, who do you think could be an upset? Who do you think can win, and who do you think it could be an upset?
I think
Clear
excuse
that,
me. I just thought about it. Give me a second. Let me retract. Give me like 30 more seconds because I'm putting this together.
Ah!
Yeah, that's a.
Because if what we saw on the polls here are mimicked on Instagram and Twitter, it will be Vegeta and Goku versus Ash and Gary,
Mm.
and Naruto and Sasuke versus Ellen Light. And all 4 of those, I feel, are solid rivalries.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I don't see any upsets per se. 'Cause like you said, they're all solid. So I think
Right.
anyone that wins. Actually, I'm not gonna say that, man. Naruto and Sasuke winning this whole goddamn thing.
I was like, oh, there we go.
Come on, man.
Oh,
Go, he
Come
calling
on,
it.
bro. There's no
Calling it.
emotion with Vegeta and Goku, bro. Naruto and Sasuke got all the emotion, bro. You get in the feels when you see that rivalry, bro. With Vegeta and Goku, it's just like, oh yeah, I know them. That's it. I know them.
not that I know
Goku
him.
shitting on Vegeta. You know what I'm saying? Every
Bruh,
time.
you don't think the Majin Vegeta moment wasn't sad, bro? But Goku's literally watching like,
That
bro,
joint
like
was
how
lit.
did you betray us like this, my guy? Like you want to do all of this just so you could fight me, my mans? He was like, I lost my edge, and he was like, yo daughter, your child and your wife is up there, my guy. Fucking Bulma's like, how could you do this? Like because you arrogant like that? Like What? And then my man, bro, come on, bro. What? Come on, bro.
Saying, man. I feel what you're saying,
bro.
But
and these is grown ass men's.
That's one moment, but you can't tell me that Sasuke betraying the whole Lee Village went crazy either, man. Come on.
What?
When Sasuke betrayed the whole Lee Village, when Naruto and Sasuke had their first fight in the Final Valley, and Naruto was trying to get through to Sasuke, and Sasuke was like, "You never had a family. You don't know how I feel." You know what I'm saying? It crushed Naruto. He's like, "Bro, I see you as a brother, bro. Like, you know why we gotta do this? Like, come back." You know, and he spent the whole series chasing.
Come back.
Yeah, like, come back with your boys, man. We trying to help you. Like, we trying to help you be great. We trying to win together. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it was just like, nah, bro. I just want to Goku. That moment was sad, but it was the saddest moment of that whole fight between Goku and Vegeta. Vegeta did all that to get all that power for Goku to still sleep on him because Goku has Super Saiyan 3 in the cut the whole time. The whole time, I'm like, bro, Goku could have watched this dude. That's the sad part right there,
bro.
It's not.
Oh, this is good. I can't wait. I can't wait to see who's gonna win. Who you think taking it, Gumby?
I honestly do expect Naruto and Sasuke to take it all the way, just because when I think rivals, I think Naruto and Sasuke. I'm not saying I don't think Goku, but knowing the true nature of Goku in Dragon Ball Z, he is the constant. Vegeta flows around that and figures it out and steps up and finds a way to Jimmy rig his way
which
up. Which
is exactly what Naruto is. Just saying.
Right. Well,
nah, bro, no,
because Naruto is exactly the same character. He's the same character from start of Naruto to the end of Naruto. Sasuke is the only one that does this. Everybody conforms to Naruto. Everybody. I'm sorry. It's the same story thread. Same exact shit. Do they go through different things? Yes, but they're the same character from start to finish. The only one on this list that is a different character from start to finish is Light. He's the only one. He's the only one.
I could agree. So I thought what you were saying was that with Goku being I thought you were saying that Naruto was the constant in the sense that Naruto was always stronger than Sasuke, because if that's what you were saying, I was about to say that's not true, because
Vegeta was stronger than Goku at multiple times in the series.
At one point in time, man. That's
one point, the first fight, he didn't even beat Vegeta. He didn't beat Vegeta the first fight.
That was the only point that I can think of.
He didn't beat Vegeta the first fight. I mean, we're talking about all of Dragon Ball, correct? Because Super is still a thing.
Right. He was stronger than Goku, than Vegeta and Super too.
At what point?
Ultra Instinct. I mean, Super Saiyan Blue. Like when he was fighting with
Blue, Vegeta was stronger than this nigga. Like what?
When?
What? He wasn't even like, all right, go and fight. Go and fight. He was like, go ahead and fight him. Go ahead. All right, you done, nigga?
Thing?
Let me smack this nigga real quick.
Nah, bro, remember Goku and Vegeta were fighting Frieza, and then Vegeta got washed by Frieza in Super Saiyan Blue, and Goku was going toe to toe with him.
What are you talking about? And what?
And the Resurrection of F, the movie, when Frieza was fighting against Vegeta, and Vegeta had Super Saiyan Blue in that movie. You guys cheese clap, man.
Who got clapped?
Vegeta.
No, he didn't. Vegeta basically beat Frieza.
I don't remember that, bro. I'm gonna go back and watch that.
Yeah, you need to go back and watch it.
Go back and watch it, bro. Because maybe I missed something, but I could have sworn Vegeta lost, and then Goku came in and started fighting him, and was like, yeah. And then Frieza destroyed the Earth, and then Whis had to rewind time and stuff.
No, Goku got maxed. Vegeta comes in and was like, let me whoop that nigga ass real quick. And then Frieza blew up the planet, and then they had to rewind time.
Nah, Goku weakened Frieza, man. That's what it was. It's like
I'm weird.
Man, I see what you're saying though. That is true. That's true.
Anyway, so like I was saying, I think that Naruto's gonna take it, but I think the sneak, like the unseen one, if anyone's gonna be one, is probably gonna be Death Note. As much as I want to believe Pokemon can, I don't think, with all due respect, the audience that's going to get this is probably going to be the Pokemon audience. So I think Death Note is going to be the sneak. Because like if anyone's really seen Death Note, you cannot deny that's pretty much like a third of the series, or maybe a little more. It's just Light and L. Like they did put a good amount of the series together as far as the further end good. And again, it really pushed Light to like begin to like not begin, but it pushed like to his brink as far as like what he wants to do or how to push his mind to think around other things. So I think Death Note might be that comes in the cut and sneaks in there. Depends on the fans, but it might sneak in there.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I can definitely see that for sure. I honestly, obviously it depends on who see this. I honestly think that Ash and Gary could win this whole thing.
Word. That's what I'm saying, yo. If the right fans.
I'm just saying, I'm looking at it and I like Naruto and Sasuke. I like Vegeta and Goku. I think Ellen Light is a potential because I feel like out of the rivals, I feel like those two and Ash and Gary are the ones that mimic real rivals as far as like the same goal. Like Sasuke didn't want to be Hokage until like the end of Shippuden. So like I feel like goal wise, going for the same thing.
A true rivalry.
Like they had rivalry like tendencies of trying to better one up each other and shit when they were kids in the same way that Vegeta and Goku one up each other. I want to be the strongest, I want to be the best. But like the ultimate goal of the character, I feel like Ash and Gary fits the definition better. But that's just me. Okay. That's just me. Okay. But I think that they could actually take it. Any person, any group on this list, by the way, I wouldn't be upset with. I feel like all four of them in their own right have really dope rivalries. So I wouldn't be upset either way. I just think Ash and Gary could take the whole shit.
Bird.
V, what you feeling? Ichigo and Grimmjow?
All day. All day. That's just the way it is.
Oh, man.
I'm going to say Naruto and Sasuke.
Okay.
Just because I just can't bring myself to really vote for Dragon Ball in anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. But other than that, I mean, I would say that's the other strong one that I would think would win. But I would definitely want Naruto and Sasuke on this list to win. Because for me, that's just the most memorable.
Mm-hmm.
Other than Dragon Ball. But Dragon Ball is just something I can never put in competition with anything.
I feel like you grew into that point of like. So here's my question: do you think you grew into a point of like? Because I know other people that like once they've seen other stuff, they just grow to hate Dragon Ball, or is it more of like what is it for you? I guess.
I just grew to appreciate anything that's not Dragon Ball.
I'm just
Dragon
curious.
Ball was my start. It was like my starter. Like that's what I started as a child. Like that's what I knew, and I thought I thought Dragon Ball was the apex of anything that was animated at that age.
Right.
Before I discovered other anime, and then I discovered everything else, and I was like, oh, this is all better. Okay, so I still have an emotional attachment to Dragon Ball, so I'll always like it. But if I compare it to anything else and what's more memorable, what had more impact to me, I don't think it could really contest with anything, in my opinion.
Okay.
Interesting.
He said that Dragon Ball was his starter Pokemon, and then he went and caught a Mewtwo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I know a non-loyal nigga when I see one.
Hey yo!
I got the Mewtwo. Hey yo, Charmander, sit your ass back. I'm putting you in the.
So foolish.
Putting you in storage.
Putting your ass in a poker center. Up in that damn storage. You can stay there. I'm gonna put you in that daycare.
Put you in PC, bro.
Yo, so question: has any of you ever done that where you don't use your starter Pokemon ever?
For sure.
My starter was always part of my squad, but I would always have like maybe one or two that I would ever use because that's all you ever need in Pokemon for some reason.
Yeah, I think I'm going with Charmander as mine, and I just wanted the Charizard, so I was like, yeah, I'm gonna love him.
Facts.
All day.
So, yeah,
he going get leveled up.
Blastoise was my first option though. I wanted a Blastoise over a Charizard. Yeah, I fuck with Blastoise. I wanted that big ass turtle motherfucker to shoot his hydro pump cannons at motherfuckers. Like,
I mean, the first time you saw that motherfucker in the anime though, it was like that shit was tight. I was like, yo,
bro, when you first seen them three, all three of them, Venusaur and
Venusaur was not my guy though, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Nah, but I'm saying, but they made them epic though. They made them motherfuckers like
Venusaur was like weak sauce. But strategically in the game's the best choice to pick.
Sun,
Yeah.
what's that shit called? The sun
Solar beam?
Solar beam, bro.
Oh yeah, that's.
I mean, it took a minute because the nigga would have to absorb,
charge up,
first.
Yeah.
He'd be like, "Damn, I'm just getting hit. I'm just getting hit, and I'm not absorbing."
Yeah,
but you know, yeah,
True.
Bulbasaur was trash.
True. Ugh.
miss those games, man.
Yeah, I know. Those are good
Good
times.
times.
Good times.
I might get the new one because people keep saying Sword and Shield is dope. So I might have to. I might check it
Heard
out.
it was fire.
I might have to check it out. So
I dabble.
Squirtle Squad was it?
Oh yeah.
Squirtle Squad
the
was
one with the
shit.
glasses, right? The shades.
Yeah.
he was sauced up. I was like, okay, because he became his Pokemon, right? The head motherfucker. He became his Squirtle.
That's why I fuck. That's why I fuck with her so much. That's why I was like, oh yeah, I'm getting a Squirtle.
He's like, he got a gang. He's
A gang leader. They banging on people. They was Crips.
right.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
Cool,
That's
no.
hilarious, bro. That's
Bro.
hilarious.
So let me put this. Hey V, can you put the Instagram in the chat so people know where to go for the voting? Because that vote is live right now, guys, over on the Instagram. So if you guys want to have a second vote in on these, you know, to solidify maybe, or to maybe get a redemption vote, they're live over on Instagram at the Cyberhype. So make sure you guys don't miss that. And that's where they're going to be taking place from here on out as far as the voting for the anime tournaments and stuff like that. So, and then Twitter will be the same at the Cyberhype. And those are linked also on our Twitch page, so you guys can check that out.
Correct.
But I mean, before we wrap, man, you guys have V, you have anything else you want to say before we give my mans they time?
Nah, let's give the floor to these guys. Let them have their 2 minutes. Hot seat. Tell us what you got going on, Gumby. It's all you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, what up? It's your boy Gumby. Appreciate y'all for being here.
Yes.
I think they're gonna drop some links in the chat. Please follow all of them if you can. I've got my Instagram, my Twitter, my Twitch, all that good stuff. Also, I'm doing I've been part of a K-pop reaction channel. So we do K-pop music, Korean culture. We've been watching what's the reality TV shows, and literally within like a year, I want to say, literally 1 year, we went from 0 to 5K subscribers on YouTube. We're trying to get to 10K. If we get to 10K, we can, right? Hey, thank you. If we get to 10K, we can start using YouTube Studios, making better content, so on and so forth. So, you know, that's the idea. So outside of those things, I also on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/MalikACF, on the mornings, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I do horror anime in the morning, or it's called HAM. It's the acronym I'm using, hashtag I'm using. So if you guys want to get good writing, good stories, and you can see gore and like don't have to throw up and be like afraid of it because it's not like 3 o'clock in the morning, then boom, that's what I do. And then usually that leads into like, you know, gaming and more stuff. So other than that, thank you guys once again for being here. Please thank your guests and thank your hosts for being here. And at the end of the day, during this quarantine, every single person who's here, whether it's Twitch or you see it later, whatever, this is the community. You're a part of the community. Be active in your community. This is what changes the world. This is how we change things. And not just here on Twitch, but around the world. This is a community. Just be active. That's it.
Here it is.
Respect.
I
love it.
Yo, show some love for Gumby in the chat.
Yes.
Be sure to check out everything. We dropped all his stuff in the chat. Links on fire.
Make sure I go check them.
Links on fleek.
All right, Shern.
Yes,
Tell
sir.
the people what you got going on in your world. You got 2 minutes.
I got nothing going on, man. You know, I'm just a regular guy.
Shut up.
We got anime reactions going on, man. So for those who don't know, we just added Misfit of Demon Academy, and we added Inuyashiki. So we got those that we're reacting to as well. Obviously, we react to the wiki stuff. Yes, sir. So we got Fire Force, we got ReZero Season 2, we got God of High School that we're reacting to as well. We do comedy anime. We do movie nights on Patreon every weekend. Every month we have new movies every week that we react to. So make sure y'all check that out as well. I didn't give the link to it, unfortunately. I'll just go ahead and type it down in the chat if y'all are interested. And that's pretty much it, man. I do an anime podcast too as well. I try to do it weekly, but obviously people have different schedules and stuff. So we try to link up what we can. But yeah, man. that's about it. It's pretty much all anime based for now, and then I plan on integrating some skits into the works very soon as well.
Nice.
So yeah, man, we're gonna have some dope stuff coming. So make sure y'all stay tuned for that.
Yeah, man, and congratulations on getting your guys' channel back, man. Because that was
shit. Yeah, no, we got our channel back. Yeah, I forgot, man. Because last time we were on the backup channel. I was sick, man. But yeah, we're back. Man. 40K. It's not much, but it's honest work.
Yeah, there you go.
For sure.
There you go.
Appreciate
Congrats.
Man. Thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, man.
Jeez.
The real ones right there. That's the real ones.
Yeah, man.
For sure.
BCE for them in the chat, man. Show that support, show that love. Go check out their stuff. We obviously love you guys here. Thank you guys for everybody that tuned in that are brand new, man. If you guys like what you saw, man, consider hitting that follow button. We're going to be back on Thursday for the next round. So we're going to make sure you guys go vote on Instagram now. There's going to be another vote on Twitter. So make sure you guys go to the Cyberhype on either one of those to do those votes. We're going to come back on Thursday for the next round of battles. So make sure you guys check that out. And yeah, we appreciate you.
Make sure y'all vote.
Yes, please vote. And guys, remember, if you guys want to sub and support the channel, if you have Amazon Prime, you can connect your Twitch account for the new renamed Prime Gaming. If you guys want to sub to our channel, please do so. You can get through all the ad breaks that we have on our channel. You don't have to worry about those. You can chill with us while that goes on. Have private conversations. Who really knows what's going on at that time? The subs do, but you might not. So definitely drop the subs if you want to support us, guys. Also, if these two guys also have Twitches, be sure, if you don't want to use your sub for us, at least check them out and possibly sub to them as well. If you have that Prime membership, it's free for you. So support somebody, use it, anybody, just use it and support your favorite streamers. So that's it for me. Toshi, take us out.
I mean, you already know what's up, man. Appreciate everybody for coming through today for our 31st episode of the Cyberhype. And our first day of the anime trilogy.
Oh, trilogy. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Anime trilogy. We got 3 days, right? It's a trilogy, technically. So, yeah, man, you already know, man. BCE in the chat. We will see you guys Thursday, same time, same place.
Yes.
And every day is a great day when you're talking anime. We out here.
Peace.
We out this day.